World of Girls, and that was Carrie and the Ice Princess and a Dora dress-up game. Then 2 fantasy world games that we thought were more appealing to boys, a draw race and a robot game. And then the last 2 games, they differed in the narrative progression structure. So one was a more linear game, Put, and the other one was Clifford. It was a game of a world of different mini-games. So the child could play these games all one by one, and all games were played for about 5 to 10 minutes. When this playing was done, we started with the preference ranking phase, and there the child had to indicate its preferred game out of 2. Therefore, we presented the child 2 screenshots of the game, and the child had to pick one of both. This was then followed by a lettering interview. So this is the interview phase where the child had to explain why he chose that game from the previous phase. Now, in fact, this preference ranking and this linear lettering phase was more interwoven. So you remember we had 8 games. First, we presented the 2 Angry Bird games. The child had to pick its favorite and validate it in a lettering interview. And then the same was done for the next 3 pairs. So we had 4 preferred games. And with these 4 games, we made 2 new comparison pairs. So the same was done. He had to indicate which one he liked the most and validate it in an interview, resulting in 2 games. And with these 2 games, the same was repeated, so that the most preferred game out of 8 was declared. Now, we weren't as much interested in which game he liked the most, but we wanted to see which elements he brought forward to explain this preference. And in this way, we could deduce 7 lettering interviews from each preschooler. And then the 4th phase, the data analysis phase, this consists of 2 parts. First, a qualitative part, and then we go to a quantitative part. In the qualitative part, first all interviews were transcribed, and they were coded into some meaningful core elements. These core elements are the attributes, the consequences, and the values that are mentioned by the preschooler. Important is that these core elements are broad enough so that we could get replications, which means that one element is mentioned by several preschoolers. On the other hand, it couldn't be too broad, because then we couldn't make any more discriminations between different answers. Now, this was done by 4 persons. We had 4 lists of core elements, and these were then compared, and we made one final set of core elements. And our list looked like this. So we had the 8 conditions.